When I first think of the Super Bowl, the first thing that comes to mind for me, it's a national holiday. It's a time where you rally together, friends and family, you sit around and you have this big celebration. It's really a beautiful thing the way this one sporting event, unlike any other one, brings people together and you watch it as a group. It's gigantic. For someone who grew up in love with the National Football League, all things around the NFL, I had to know, I had to absorb. To be there then in person when you grow up and be able to see this thing firsthand, so really it's a tremendous thrill for me. This is a big deal in our little world of television, too. All of us aspire to one day get to the point where we're given the chance to be able to go to the Super Bowl and perform our craft, the thing we've specialized in, the thing we've been trained to do, the thing we grew up wanting to be able to do. So I like to just step back and pause and appreciate all the good fortune I've had that have led me, to that point in time, to have been able to get a chance to broadcast the Super Bowl. I had been talking to one of my sports legends in the days leading up to the game, Jack Whitaker, Hall of Famer. And Mr. Whitaker was part of the Super Bowl I broadcast on CBS. And he offered, just be ready from the opening kickoff. And he told me a story about the second half kickoff at Super Bowl I. There was all kinds of confusion on the field. There was a penalty called, and CBS and NBC were simulcasting the broadcast, and NBC wasn't back from commercial, and it created a little bit of a chaotic atmosphere on the air. So I kept reminding myself all day long, be ready for the opening kickoff, be ready for the opening kickoff. So we had a little on-camera segment just seconds before Adam Vinatieri put the toe to the football, and I remember turning away from Phil and looking down on the field, and just seconds later the ball is in the air. And I'm saying, Jack Whitaker said, be ready. The ball landed in Devin Hester's arms at the 7-yard line. Lo and behold, he took off and ran it back 93 yards for the first opening kick return touchdown in Super Bowl history. And I was ready for it, thanks to the beautiful gesture and piece of advice from the great man, Jack Whitaker. In our world of sports television, this is something, again, that we all had a lot of lucky breaks to get to this point to be able to be asked to broadcast the big game. And there's nothing better. Forget just sports television. It's the biggest event in television. It's huge. It's a tremendous honor to be handed that responsibility. So when it ends and you feel like, the broadcast has gone well, God willing, it's a feeling of euphoria. You feel like, you've spent your whole life being ready for that moment. I'm Jim Nantz, and that's my Super Bowl snapshot.